I'm going to just talk a little bit about how I use and maintain my spa. It's an older spa. It's fairly new to me. It takes the place of my old spa that the termites ate. You never think termites would eat a spa, but they did. And I'm sitting on the ICW, watch the boats go by. And I sit in my spa and just watch the stars at night. And I love the spa. Now, I don't use chlorine, don't use bromine. Use just ozone. When you first start it up, when you put fresh water in, gotta adjust the pH, and I usually shock it with chlorine, but after that, that's the end of the chlorine. The ozone starts and gets perfectly clear. A little bench I made up at 2x12 makes it easier to get in and out of, and it's a little bit more stable than the plastic ones. Now, before I put a little bit of modification on the top. Oh, let me close it. It was totally unusable during the summer. Water would get up to about 120 degrees in the sun and couldn't use it. Now it's fall, and this would be normally the time I'd be able to start using the thing again. But I painted the top white. I used some liquid rubber, liquid seal, got from Walmart, and painted the brown top white and dropped the temperature right down. Now this is old top. I wouldn't have tried on a new top because they're so expensive. But the top was shot. It had holes in it. I was ready to get rid of it, but they're so expensive now. Well, we got helicopters coming overhead. Oh well. There's life on the water. There they go. The sound of freedom. Anyway, the top was totally shot. Had holes in it, and the bottom that covers up the edge of the plastic shrunk down so much the cover wouldn't close. I said, I gotta do something. I'm not ready to replace it yet. I don't have the money right now. So I painted it and cut a fringe, because if you cut that thing off and you leave your plastic exposed, the sun down here eats up the plastic, and you're looking at way more trouble. You have to dispose of the spa when it completely eats through it. Take a while, but it will. But this top is totally waterlogged. So I bought a hydraulic lifter, and as a result, I'll be able to keep this through the winter now. Maybe get another year out of the thing. But the way it was, it's getting to the point I couldn't lift it. Now, it's heavy, but I can lift it with one hand. And have it not hurting my back. That's one of the reasons I ever got a spa to begin with, because my back hurts all the time. And the spa certainly helps. It's got the Moto massage. It helps a lot. But it don't help if you gotta lift a 200-pound top off the ground after you finish getting all relaxed. So anyway, use ozone, and the ozone generators don't seem to last all that long. This one here I got trying something different. Let me close this up. I got this Chinese, just kind of the insides of an ozonator, only it's a lot bigger than a regular spa ozonator. Got a fan on it because these things tend to burn up, especially if you put it in a hot compartment, because the compartment's always the temperature of the water. Keep the water at 98 degrees, 98 to 100. I got most comfortable. And with the top painted white, in the hottest days it never got over 104, which is still usable. In fact, it's very comfortable at 104. But at 120, no good. So I have a remote control. I could turn off the ozone from inside the house. So some people are very sensitive to the ozone. You know, I'm not. It doesn't make me cough, but some people, they get a whiff of ozone, they start coughing their heads off. So I could turn off the ozone. I have one of those people at the house doing the hot tub routine. But that's it. And with this ozonator, I had to put a valve in. Now I had trouble with the valve, because first of all, if you just leave it open, it bubbles so much, it makes a racket, big bubbles coming up, and you don't need that much. So I tried a couple different valves, and the ozone ate them up. This one here, that was for fish tanks, supposedly stainless, but it wasn't. Zinc, and it ate up the zinc. So I got a solid stainless valve, needle valve, and it worked good. But I used brass fittings on it, and the ozone ate up the brass. It made a big mess. And the valve is still good. I had to get stainless steel fittings for it. Now it should be good. And I'm waiting for a new check valve to come in the mail. It works without it, but it's better to have a check valve. I went through 4 of them. Some of them only last a couple weeks. One of them even lasts just 1 week. They were from Amazon, all rated for ozone. I got one on the water. It's coming from Dell, and hopefully that'll last at least a season. But I don't have to change the water pretty much ever. It stays clear. And one thing I do with this tub, I soak the ground around it with Bifin about once a month. Keep them termites away from this one. The old one, it was eaten up. Ate up the foam, ate up the wood, and it was a redwood one. It ate the redwood. The termites are hungry. We got a lot of termites around here, and they seem to like foam as much as they like wood. It ate the foam, it ate the wood. The whole thing was collapsing. So this one is a little bit taller than the old one, a little bit bigger, and it seems to have more powerful jets. And like I say, for the water chemistry, if it goes cloudy, check the pH. If it gets really cloudy, you could use chlorine, but I've got away from the chlorine. Originally I used bromine. They told me that you couldn't use anything else in a spa. You can only use their very expensive bromine in little bottles from the place that sold me the spa. Well, I found out that was a lie, and they made some money off me. But now, with the ozonator and the filter, and this ozonator runs 24 hours a day, and it works good. And that's about it for the spa. Like I say, normally before I painted the top white, I couldn't use it until about this time of year. This is end of October, November, and now I've used it all summer. Once I painted it, I used the spa all summer long, because the Carolina sun beats down pretty hard in the summer. And next year, maybe the year after. If I get lucky, I'll get a new cover. But when I get a new cover, I'm going to try to buy a white one. I don't know, I haven't looked yet, but hopefully they have them in white, and that's what I'll buy. No more brown or blue. And that's the end of it. And if you like this, if it did you any good at all, please subscribe and put a like in for me, and even ring the bell. That's all for this time.